This week on Not Your Average Fangirls.
She's a big old YOLO sign. I love it.
YOLO sign. What is a YOLO sign? Can you design the sign? Can you paint us a picture?
It's HyunA.
Oh, it's just a picture of HyunA? When I post a picture of HyunA, you know I'm saying YOLO.
Daehwi celebrates turning 21 with a self-produced song. We dive deep into the new CIX album with our mini album review. And things get a little serious as we discuss the situations regarding GFRIEND and Stray Kids. Check it out.
What's up, you guys? It is Not Your Average Fangirls. We're here with another week of K-pop-ness. It's your girl, Kat, and I am wholeheartedly obsessed with the new CIX album. Thank you for your time. Thank you.
She is. Hey guys, it's Cynthia, and I am present physically, barely, but I would just like to say that Lucy is coming back. Woo! Woo! And they have decided to give me a present for my birthday with an album, and I love that.
Love that for you. I'm getting my glasses on your birthday, finally.
Yay. I love that for you.
It's a present to me on your
Thank
birthday.
you.
I gotta figure out what to get Cynthia for her birthday.
Well, I mean, Tarika's already getting her glasses, so, like, you should, like, go get your ears checked or something for my birthday.
Go to the doctor.
For my birthday, I require all of you to do some self-care. On my birthday, everyone listening, which is February 15th, you must wear sunscreen. Thank you. That's my request. That's my birthday request. You should do it every single day, first of all.
Hello, everyone. It's Tarika. I don't really have much to offer the world. Like, I'm vibing right now. I mean, yeah. I mean, I have been missing Ace a lot more than usual, and I think it's hitting me that, like, I missed their last tour. It's like, it's been a minute since I've seen them, and I'm just like, wow, that sucks for me.
Man.
But, you know, I know,
it's been
man.
so long. Ow! When will we get concerts again?
When we move to New Zealand, where they're living their best life.
You're right. And hello, everybody. This is Carolina. This week has been emotional. Mark posted his newest video on YouTube. Mark of GOT7, and I cried. I literally was like 30 seconds in, and I cried. But are we surprised? No, we're not.
The only thing that makes her emotional, GOT7.
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 Yeah.
GOT7. They do something cute, I cry. They do some funny stuff, I cry. They emo as shit, I cry.
She sobs.
Wow. But before we get started for this week, everybody, we wanted to let you know about an awesome giveaway that we're doing. If you guys listened last week, or if you've checked out our Twitter, you know that we are a part of a Black podcasters coalition called Black into K-pop. So right now we teamed up with Podchaser, which is a website to look up for any podcast, and you can search for any podcast you want, and it's really cool. But we're gonna be giving away a $100 Amazon gift card to a lucky listener, and all you have to do to enter is head on to Podchaser, and you can leave a review for our podcast, for Not Your Average Fangirls, or any of the other podcasts on our coalition, which you can check that out on our Twitter to see who is on there. And it also could be on one of our episodes. So if you really like this episode, or if you really like another episode that we've done, you can just go in there and be like, oh my God, this is so funny. Ha ha ha, exclamation point. And then boom, you're already entered. All you gotta do is enter during the month of February. So your comment has to be from February, okay?
Go get your Amazon gift card. You can get the BTS album on there. Just letting y'all know.
You can get a lot of albums on there.
You can get a lot of merch in general. You can get, like, Cacao Friend stuff.
The BT21 stuff.
BT21.
Like, there's just so much.
Or you can buy some groceries, you know.
If you need masks, because everyone needs masks, you can buy your masks on Amazon.
That's true.
Yeah, you can get the black ones, too. You can match 17.
Yes.
17.
But yeah, so it's really easy. And there's already a list on there with all of the Black into K-pop podcasts. You just have to go to podchaser.com/BKC, and just leave your review, and then boom, you're entered. And a lucky winner is just gonna get the $100. Like, woo! We all love money, so come on.
We all love money. Hello.
So we're excited for that. Thank you, Podchaser, too, for doing this with us. And we're just hyped. Like, this month, there's so much coming on. And we got fun collabs coming up for the next couple episodes. Like, y'all ain't ready. Like, y'all are not ready.
Yeah.
Like, I am excited. But yeah, so make sure you guys all check that out. Let's just jump right in it right now. This week we got Elkie officially leaving CLC, which we knew was happening.
Yep.
But now it's like, yep, they were just like, yeah, okay, she's gone. So what's gonna happen with CLC? Nobody knows.
That's scary.
It's like really sad.
It is sad because CLC was superior. Well, still is. I mean, whoa.
They're so good.
They're so good.
I just really want to know, like, what it is that like they just, like, what were they lacking that they didn't just, like, pop off? You know what I mean? Like, what was it?
I have a feeling it's like what Kat said when there were, like, the discussions that she wanted to leave. It's like Cube, if you're not a self-producing or doing your own stuff, like, they won't give you anything.
Yeah.
So I feel like that has a lot to do with it because, again, CLC, like, everybody was just like, I want a girl group that's like XYZ, and everybody's like, okay, CLC is like XYZ, and then they're like, no, another one. Like, what?
Make it make sense.
Exactly, make it make sense.
Literally.
Some other news, Super Junior, their upcoming album has been trying to get out there for I don't know how many months, but it's postponed again. It was supposed to be for February 16th, I believe, and now they're putting it for March. What's going on at Super Junior headquarters?
They making TikToks.
Okay.
I know y'all seen it. They making TikToks.
They're just like, we want to be hip with the cool kids, so hold on.
That's what it is. Yeah, so they keep postponing the album because they find a new slang or they find a new dance they can incorporate. They're like, wait, we got to record this. You got to say it like this. You said it wrong. You said ooh Chile instead of ooh chow. Go back.
That just gave me flashbacks to the thing with Haechan. He was just like, it's a bop, and they were just like, rice.
Rice?
Rice? And then
He was so disgusted. He was like, no, like a bop.
I feel like he was
Like a
more
bop.
disgusted at Jan because Jan acted like he was like 82 years old and he's only like a few years older than Hyuk. So I was just like, boy.
Jaehyun I feel like that boy just doesn't do anything besides like NCT and then ghost out his
be
friends.
fine. Yeah, I know.
A mess.
He was like, a bop? And Hyuki was like, yeah, a bop. And they were like, rice? Tail was so confused. He was like,
Right? And they're like, oh,
What?
the bomb. Like the bomb. He's like, no, not like the bomb.
he's like, no,
No.
it's bop.
My boo knows.
They're like, bomb. No, bop. Like a bop. Looks at the staff. It's a bop, right? Yeah, it's a bop.
It was so cute.
It's
Lost
so
my
funny.
mind.
They're so funny. How do we end up always talking about NCT? Anyways,
Rightfully so.
Spotify officially finally launched in Korea. We talked about this like when the news broke last year, but I'm so curious to know how this is gonna impact streaming points and like charting. Yeah, like I am so curious.
It's going to be cool. I'm excited to see the chaos. What's going to happen?
I'm excited to see how that's gonna affect the charting and all that stuff, because are they gonna like include all of Spotify, or is it just like, ooh, just Spotify Korea, like only the people listening in Korea? But can you even do that? Actually, yeah, I think there's multiple Spotifys, right?
I don't know. I've only used one.
I don't know. Is it just Spotify and now they just have service in Korea? Or is it like, I don't know if it's like Spotify Korea specifically.
I think it's IP address.
Well, because I know they have Spotify, like they have Spotify in different countries.
Yeah, but is it like just Spotify or is it like Spotify France? Like what would be the difference? Like they only count towards like charts in France?
See, I don't know.
I feel like it's just all on Spotify.
It's like Netflix, right?
I too can listen to French music. Spotify should hire us so they can teach us these things.
Anyway, is this finally gonna give international fans like a way to help? This is gonna be it, guys. If they don't find a way to go around it, because I feel like they're gonna find a way to go around it. They're gonna be like, no, we're not gonna count the international listeners. We're gonna go by the Korea's IP address only.
See, that's what I mean. I'm just like, are they gonna pull some stuff like that, because I remember last time when we were talking about it, we said that we were just like, damn, this means that all of these like newbie groups or like groups that do better internationally, now they're gonna like
have a fighting chance.
Yeah, like have a field day up in there. So now that's why I'm just like, are they gonna count everything, or are they gonna do that, like just do the IP address for Korea? So who knows at this point?
Who knows?
I just know that Ace already got an award from Spotify Korea, and I'm just like, beautiful. It's been out a day. Look at that.
It's what they deserve.
It's truly what they deserve.
Speaking of Ace, Beat, what the fuck are you doing? Look,
we never questioned you, but right now we're confused.
I've never questioned Beat in my life. Beat has always been consistent. They've been good to me. Like, Beat is that bitch. Beat is the bitch of all bitches in companies in Korea. But why swing? Like, out of... just why? Why?
They should have just gone to Big Hit if they were going to go anywhere.
My thing is, like, swing has, like, such a reputation.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just like, why? But at the same time, I'm not as worried about it because it's not completely swing. Beat is also involved, and like Asian entertainment, whatever, is also involved. So I'm not like upset as much as I think I am, but I'm just like, why do they have to be managing them? Why?
We're just getting war flashbacks to 101.
Literally. And X1.
Ooh. Oh my God. That one was bad.
It's just like, bruh. Maybe swing has changed. Maybe they're going to redeem themselves. And maybe because they're still, like, partnered with B. Oh, and sorry. People probably don't know what's happening. It was announced that Ace company, Beat Interactive, has merged with Swing Entertainment on managing Ace. So Beat will be in charge of music production and Swing will be in charge of artist management. And... I don't know.
We're just confused because, well, I mean, at the same time, whenever K-pop groups they're doing stuff like in the States, they have somebody here. So like, I get that they have like the person, like the company here in the States and to manage that part. Okay, that's fine. But then over there, I just don't know. I don't know how this is going to turn out.
At this point right now, Ace is more internationally known than domestically known, and I think because it's approaching the time where Donghoon and Sehun are inevitably gonna enlist by this year or the beginning of next year, like they have to enlist.
Yeah,
they want the big domestic push before that, so that when they come back from the military, they can start promoting again, and everything will be fine. And maybe they'll have like a bigger like leap in domestic sales because they know they're fine internationally. Like Ace is set when it comes to international, like they're doing great here. But domestically in Korea, they're not really that popular. So as far as like that sense, I understand why Beat did it, like because obviously Swing has a lot of pull in a lot of places like Mnet and things like that, so they can get them on variety shows, they can get them, you know, airtime on these things, right? So I get it.
But I'm excited, though. I'm still excited for them. Like, Ace deserves the world. We've said this before. We say it all the time. So, hopefully, this just means really good things are coming for them.
Yeah.
Moving on, then, to some new music that came out. We have lead Daehwi. He released a self-produced song, 21, for his 21st birthday. Super cute, adorable, just bright and fun, forever young. Let's go, Daehwi.
I love Daehwi. I just love his, like,
he's so
I
adorable.
don't know. He's so funny. Oh, and he's leaving, what's it call it? Is it Countdown? Countdown?
Yeah, in Countdown.
Yeah. And people are sad about it. Like, they were such a good duo. I'm sad. And they were doing that for like 2 years, I think, right?
Yeah,
something like
they
that.
were together for a long time.
Something like that, yeah.
But he released that song for his 21st birthday. He said, once I get back to the States, it's over for you guys. I will be drinking, even though I've been drinking here since, you know, for a minute.
But still, you know.
But still.
We love legally drinking in other countries.
I love that. HyunA also released her music video for Good Girl.
I love this.
Same.
I love HyunA.
Phenomenal.
Ugh,
Incredible.
the outfits, the brightness. Just I like this song. I think I like this better than I'm Not Cool. I feel like
I like this better than I'm Not Cool.
The Libras.
I'm not cool.
Even though I'm Not Cool is super catchy, but this is more of my style. But Good Girl is it's the music video, and she did the little boob thing, like that she lifts them up. Oh my God, I was living.
she lifts them up.
Yeah, like, because she did it for, was it Hip and Lip? I think it was for that. She did it for one of her past songs.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, and then for this, like, she did it again. I was like, yes, bring it back, queen. Bring it back. And also the song is just really good. She's like, I'm not going to be the good girl that everybody wants me to do. I'm going to just be me. And I was like, bitch, you right.
Yeah, that's enough. Why not? Why I got to fit into a mold? Just
That's her whole aesthetic too, and I love that. Like, that is like the aura that she radiates, and I love that.
Also, MOMOLAND released a Wrap Me in Plastic music video with Chromance. This was really
Girl.
I loved it. I loved the music video. I did, yeah. I
love it for, like, okay, it was like a whole cam girl aesthetic. That's great. Like, support cam girls. I love this. But I ain't calling no man master. Got me bent.
Oh, but I didn't say the song, girl. I said I like the music video.
Oh, yeah, I like that too.
Yeah.
I was listening.
I
was jamming. I was like, okay, cam girls. Okay, what's your fantasy? But then they were like, yeah, just wrap me in plastic and we can build a dollhouse. I'm like, wait, what? And they're like, yeah, I call you master and you can call me my. I said,
Yeah. I said the same thing. I was like, listen, y'all got me in the music video, but once I heard y'all sing it, I was like, hold on. These lyrics are just not
It's like that sound from TikTok. Like, what did you say?
Exactly.
I was vibing and then I heard that and I said, done. Out of there.
Yeah, I was like, not here for these lyrics, but the visuals, they were really, really on point.
Yeah, I liked it. It was cute.
Mm-hmm.
I get it. I get the concept, but they could have left that part out.
I feel that.
They could have rewritten that.
Moving on then, everybody, to our fuckery of the week. We have two, but they kind of, they go in the same. They go hand in hand.
They both ignorant.
We got Sowon from GFRIEND. She posted a picture recently from a past shoot of her with a Nazi soldier. It was a mannequin, but they were dressed like that. And we're just here like, how did whoever did your set design and did your, everything just didn't catch that? Because yikes. But also, didn't they say that one of the members, like, their nickname was something with?
Yeah. So apparently, like, after they took this picture, they made a joke about it. So it wasn't like just a picture like, oh, I just took a picture with a prop and it just, oh my God, it was a Nazi soldier. I didn't realize it. No, they made a whole joke about it and called one of the members like something Hitler. They basically did a play on words with her name.
Kittler.
Yeah.
It was Kittler because her last name is Kim and then Hitler. So it was Kittler. Yeah, and they saved her under that as on her phone. So I mean, honestly, this whole situation has made me really disappointed in them. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I understand there's like a whole debate about like, well, what if she didn't know? Blah blah blah.
She knew because she made a joke. She made the whole
exactly.
play on words. She was clever enough to make a play on words of her name. Also, people who were saying they don't understand. I saw someone on Twitter saying like, not everything is about America. I'm like, girl, this is a world war. Like, the whole world.
This was literally in Germany also. It took place.
The whole world was involved in some type of another, like, affected by this, know about this. This isn't just American history.
Yep.
I was just like, get out.
It's not even American history at all. It's European history.
It's literally world history.
And they were saying like, oh, well, it could have been taught differently, blah blah blah. But I'm like, okay, but
yeah,
but you knew who it was.
Yeah,
exactly.
So it doesn't matter the way it was taught.
Like, the only thing that I saw was the only thing I saw was a scholar from Korea, and she was saying that because a lot of I guess over there they do a lot of, how Texas sometimes they like make up their own books and they don't write the whole thing, like they found that out. Basically, she was saying that because a lot of the world issues, like because they Korea was not deemed as a worthy enough country, like a lot of texts did not get translated to Korean. So that, yes, a lot of their books might be
historically inaccurate.
But I'm just saying, like, how can you be like, what? How can you paint that in a positive light, though? Like, you know who Hitler is.
You know who he is.
So you know what he did. It doesn't matter what your history. You know what I mean? Like, you knew enough to make a joke about his name and stuff like that. You know what I mean? And like, I mean, not to be political or try to get into it, because I'm not the first one to be like, I'm a history buff, but like, my thing is like, Japan like invaded Korea, right? So why would you have anything in a positive light with a country that was on Japan's side and vice versa? You know what I mean?
Yep. Yeah, that's
true.
What
I'm saying?
But no, but that was the only thing I saw. Like,
yeah.
But besides that, yeah, like exactly, like from the context that we got from them, like, yeah, like they knew Hitler, they knew like all this stuff, like they know what happened, even if you only know the surface.
But also, I feel like that's not a valid excuse because textbooks are more advanced now. Like everything can be translated into Korean now. Like so, all you have to do is find a text that tells you about it. And I'm sure at the point when they were in school learning about world history that the text was completely historically accurate. So
in that regards, because in that the case, then we'd have a whole bunch of idols their age running around making jokes about Hitler, but we have not seen that. And they thought it was hard funny that they kept it under wraps until a year, and it probably slipped up like, oh crap, you know what I mean? Like, the scholar was obviously a buddy, and she's trying to give him some leeway. That's what that is. She's obviously a fan. I'm just so tired of being mad and disappointed. Like, we were hyping them up. We were like, oh my God, get your shine. Like, it's time. And what did they do with their shine? They dimmed it. They threw it away. I was like, why?
They truly did.
Why?
And this brings us back to the point where we were talking about that y'all need to hire international staffing in these agencies so we can be like, no, don't fucking post that shit, you dumb bitch. What are you doing?
Yep.
Yeah. And we're going to be that harsh about it. Not like, oh, I advise against this, do what you want.
No. You, like, companies nowadays, again, because they want to appeal globally, then they're gonna have to think globally. Like, yes, I know you are Korean, but that doesn't, just like how because I'm Hispanic doesn't give me the right to go and make fun of y'all and whatever happened with you guys and, in your history is the same thing with you. Just because you're a Korean and that didn't, like, quote unquote affect you, like, you can joke about it. Like, no, that's not how this goes.
That's like me. That's like one of us going to a Korean history museum, taking a picture with Kim Jong-un and going, ooh, Kim Jong-un. No one's no, stop.
Yeah, I mean, if you and your friends want to make jokes like that or whatever, that's you and your friends' business. Keep that under wraps. Like, I just don't understand what was the point of posting it
and then talking about it on VLive.
Yeah, like, what?
It's because I think like they are just how do I say, is it privilege? Is it the bubble that they're in? I don't know what it is, but they just assume it's okay to do these things, and then when they're caught, then they're like, oh my God. Then they apologize. But like, are you sorry because you did it, or are you sorry because you got caught?
100% got caught.
Yeah.
And also, I don't think that being a K-pop idol is an excuse, because there's a lot of idols that are very, very in tune to what's going on in the world.
Yep.
There has been multiple that are like, no, we're not doing this because of this. Kevin is another one. He's another one that's been like, nah, we don't say that. We don't do that. Like, there's multiple idols that know exactly what the fuck is going on, whether they were raised in the States or raised in Korea. They know exactly what's happening.
Yep.
I think it's just because, too, they have this whole, like, Cynthia was saying the whole bubble thing, but not like the bubble like, oh, I didn't know it wasn't okay. I think it's the whole bubble where, like, because I'm an idol or because I grew up in Korea,
I'll get away with it.
I can say I didn't know. And then people will be like, oh, you're right. She probably didn't. So it's kind of like that freedom of speech, and like, as far as like they feel okay to say these things. Not all idols, but some idols might feel okay to like joke or like slip up and say this and then be like, oh shoot, well, if they come for me, I can say I didn't know. If they didn't come for me, it's cool. I'll just keep saying what I want to say. That type of thing.
Yeah, no, it was, it's just, it was I'm with Cynthia. Like, I was just so disappointed because
Yep.
it's
Yep.
like
I love them so much, you
Right?
guys. Like oh my God. When I saw this, I was like, my heart dropped. I was like, damn it. Why?
and
Why?
and it could be like that thing that was it in Spanish. It's just like pagan todos por pecadores. So like they will all
You
like
pay
it,
for everyone will pay for their sins.
yeah, like so it like maybe it was just a one person, and the rest of the girls are just like haha, okay, that made no sense, but hey. But because of that, and for them not speaking up, then they're all getting like the boot, basically.
Well, this also brought something else to light, but like I'm gonna explain it in a second because I actually found it. So when this first came out, then they brought up about the Kittler name thing with the V Live and the screenshots of that, and then something else that they included was there was an OST song that Yuju made called Secret. And in the lyrics, she said, "My mind is blown. It's a holocaust."
Oh,
And
Oh,
But-
yikes.
I looked it up from like different sources to make sure that's like the correct translation, which it is. However, it wasn't written by her. It was written by Park Sejun and Park Yisu. So it wasn't written by her. And so that I did debunk. However, I would be highly uncomfortable if someone told me to sing that, but I'm just saying.
yeah.
Yeah. But this is just that just it just sucks because that was just like a messy coincidence, and now it's just like, well, oh, she also said this.
It got all
done.
Yes, it got all included, and like so everything was like spreading like wildfire. And they did
Yeah.
come out and apologize, not personally. The company came out to apologize not only on her behalf, but also to apologize for having the statue in the first place on the set. So like they apologized as like for like the staff and for doing that as well. And how they explained it was saying that they were reviewing everything, and then that they were aware of the Nazi soldier, and so like they were reviewing it, and then they were like going to get rid of it so that like, that way it wouldn't be included. But by then she had already posted the pictures, so then they're like, oh yikes.
Dang.
They explained that in the timeline, but yeah, they apologized on her behalf as well, but people are saying that she should apologize herself, which I agree. But where do we go from here?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
what after you say sorry? I don't think that's the first step. Once you apologize, and like if you mean it, obviously, like you apologize with intentions of bettering yourself, because I do
Right.
agree, like, yeah, have to teach the people that did wrong. However, like what steps can she do,
Yep.
So it's just kind of seeing exactly like what can happen next after this.
Yeah.
Because if you don't show any type of remorse, like if she never comes up and apologizes herself and shows like remorse and like, whatever XYZ her reason might be, then people lost that trust.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I'm not gonna see them the same.
Exactly.
Same. Yeah.
Like how, like if they just be like, okay, yeah, put it under the rug, we apologize, okay, here's a new comeback, you're just like, wait, that wouldn't be okay.
And also she's like a full-blown adult, so when things like this happen, I really like to look at like the big picture, like how like she's an adult. I understand she was raised in another country, history was probably taught differently, but like we were saying earlier, that's not an excuse. Like I went to school in Mexico and I knew Hitler. Like,
yeah, same.
I knew who Hitler was. I knew about the mass genocide that he committed. Like, I knew about that, even though I went to school in another country and it was a world war. So we're taught that too. Even if you weren't taught it in school a lot, you're still aware of it.
Yeah. Like, you know
So
him as a person. You may not know all details about the war or what happened, but you hear the name Hitler, like, you know what it is. And even if you weren't taught that in school, there are so many movies that like reference this, or like, you know what I mean, that like you've seen something, you know something.
And I would be upset if my friend made a play on words with my name and Hitler. Like, I'd be like,
Right?
excuse me, are you saying I'm a dictator? No.
Like, I would be offended. I'd be like, hold on, we need to discuss
Yeah,
this
I'd be
right
like,
now.
okay.
Why would you do that? So we shall see. We'll see what happens with GFRIEND now, and like, this just dimmed their lights so much for us, like.
100%. It broke my heart, to be honest.
Another one that broke my heart. Our second fuckery of the week.
Good Lord.
So Han of Stray Kids. There were some lyrics that got posted from when he was like 13, I think, and they got posted online, and they were just so full of hate, so full of hatred.
Yeah.
And they came out, and
It got translated.
and then just yikes. Like, there's just so much anger in it, and I remember reading them and being like, what? Now for this situation, I know that like it got released, it went viral, and then like I want to say in less than like 2 hours, he personally like had written a letter, apologized, like all this stuff. Now I'm just here like, so what? Like, I don't know. Like, I know that you were 13 and you wrote all of this, and I feel like what he explained was like he just wanted to like start writing and be like a rapper and do this, and I feel like you did it to be cool, and at the same time obviously like that was just not cool. You know what I mean?
I mean, reading it made me highly uncomfortable.
But
like,
same.
I was reading it,
Yeah.
and I was just like, oh my God, this is like, yeah. So I read it, and it made my heart hurt, because I was just
Yeah,
like,
same.
ow, like that hurts. Every single line was just
So hateful.
And I read it. Exactly. He was just so full of hate at such a young age too.
And we were discussing it before we started recording, and knowing of the person that he is now, and how he is with his members, and how he is like as a person, from what we see, like it just doesn't match. So we see that he has grown out, he's grown from that. He knows better now, but to think that was once in like him is like so
crazy
uncomfortable
to think about. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Because I would not expect that from him, to be honest. I was just like,
At all.
what? And also disappointed. I was disappointed too, mostly because I was just like, huh? Him?
out of all people.
Really?
Yeah, like it was just like she said, it was like super hurtful to read. It was just like, what? Like, it's really hard to see it, like, because I know people always say like they're in their bubble and things like that. So if you go by like the whole bubble statement, it's just like, well, then what in his like bubble made him that like have that much anger and hate for other people who you've never experienced any type of interaction with because you were in your bubble? You know what I mean?
Yep.
So like. And so I get it. Like, people, like, are tired and upset. And it's kind of hard to, like, see, like, these idols, like, in the same light. Like, yeah, like, he's grown, he's apologized and things like that. But it's kind of like, damn, at one point, like, that's how you felt about people who look like me. Or that's how you felt in general. And it's like, so how can I sit here and be like, oh, yay, I love you. And, like, at one point I know that you did not love, like, me. You know what I mean? So it's just like, it kind of sucks because it's just like at one point, like we were saying earlier, like where do you go from here? Like what do you do? Because like after the apology step, at least he did make a personal apology. After that, like what do you do? There are some people who are going to be like, okay, whatever, I'll try to get past it. And there are some people that are like, I need more than that. And so again, it just goes back to the whole like, if you are gonna like try to appeal globally and like work with all these different people of different like diverse backgrounds, you gotta learn. Like at this point, there's no excuse of like, I didn't know. I mean, there are some things that still like, we're not all gonna know everything, right? But you have to put some effort into knowing like the basics. You know what I mean? Like just the simple things. And if you don't know, make a statement like, I don't know if I'm addressing this right, or I don't know, or like I want to learn, like, or not talk about it or not do it at all. But like at this point, like we said, there's gonna have to be some type of like change within these companies. They're gonna have to like make sure that like, look, this isn't cool, or like that, or maybe you should go about it this way, because if they keep doing what they're gonna do, like if they keep doing what they're doing, at one point there won't be any fans left who are gonna be like, okay,
Yep.
okay, like
There's just gonna be too many strikes. Like,
yeah,
The one thing I will say about his apology is, for me, it struck differently than any, because there's been a lot of incidents with idols, right? And they come out and they apologize and they're like, oh, we're really sorry, we didn't know better. With Jisung, he was like, I was stupid. I was irresponsible. I regret everything that I said in that. And he literally took full responsibility for everything he did.
Yeah.
He didn't try to sugarcoat it. He didn't try to say, oh, I was young. He said, I was 13. I was irresponsible. I didn't know better. I didn't know the world. And I sincerely apologize for that. He was like, if I hurt anyone, that's on me. That's on nobody else. And I was like,
Yeah.
damn, this is the first idol that I've seen be like, this is on me. Like,
me, yeah.
there's no excuse for what I did.
I agree. I did like his apology because he really did take full responsibility, and he hand wrote it, and also posted it in the description, so that way it can be translated, because it has the app has a built-in translating feature. So I appreciate that he did that as well. I do see his apology, and I do think he is truly sorry. But like Tarika said, what do we do from here?
Exactly. One of the most sincere apologies when it comes to something like this, at least in my opinion. Because, you have so many idols that literally just kind of brush it under the rug, or they're like, oh yeah, I'm sorry, I was stupid. Like, I shouldn't have done that.
yeah.
But none of them being like, I literally regret this so much. Like, I was like, this is the worst thing that I've done. And like, I don't like, and then JYP canceled a lot of their stuff. They pushed back their reality show,
Yeah.
and they did so much like for Stray Kids. So now I think it's just a rebuilding process. And even in situations where it might not be as serious, quote unquote, as everything else, people get hurt by these things, and like companies need to start getting to a point where they take responsibility for their artists, and they're not doing that. It's when something like this happens, it's the artist against their company.
Yep.
It was the same with like the whole situation with Top, the same with the whole situation with BI. Like, any mistake that artist makes, that's them, and the agency will just throw them aside like nothing. Like, oh well, you have to figure it out. Or with JYPE, when the Bam Bam incident happened, you're not allowed to say anything.
But that's what I'm like looking at, and I was worried about with JYP, because with the whole Bam Bam thing, they literally told him that he could not say anything. So with Han, like, literally, it was like, I want to say like less than 5 hours, and that apology was posted. Like, all of this was posted. Their things were like, rescheduled. Like that JYP let him do that. Like, but that was when I first read it. I was like, shit. Like, here it goes. Like, Han is gonna be canceled and thrown to the side because JYP's not gonna let him say anything. But I was so happy they did that, because exactly, like, his apology felt very sincere. He was like very remorseful about this. And another thing that was brought up too is like, how has this, like, it was so from like his old, we were talking about it, and like Tarek, you said, just like his old like MySpace, his whole like, whatever it was that he wrote it in.
How does this
who
even
has been sitting on these lyrics and just kind of like waiting, because he just released his like solo song, and Stray Kids is doing so well. So a lot of people that are not even stays are like, I saw on Twitter being like, I feel like whoever released this has had this for a minute and was just waiting to sabotage. And like, obviously that doesn't excuse like what he did, but just saying from like him as a person, what we've seen, like, at least for me, like, I see that he's not that person anymore. And which again brings another topic. If somebody makes a mistake when they're younger, or makes like some fucked up shit, but they are remorseful about it and they fix it and they grow and get better, at what point is it that we're gonna still cancel them? You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, we had the we had the discussion when we were like, you know, it's not about like what you did, it's about what you become from making that mistake. So at 13, he was probably not held responsible for what he did. Like, he's never been held responsible for what he wrote until now. And it's either he's gonna let it make him or let him break him. Obviously, he went as far as apologizing. He shows remorse. Now it's how he's going to grow as an individual after this that's going to prove whether he was genuinely remorseful or not. How he's going to treat people after this, that shows if he's going to grow as a human being. You know, right now you're in that stagnant place where you're like, well, I don't know if I should dislike him or I don't know if I should forgive him, because like, also, you know, it's only a certain type of people's place to either be like, okay, he's good, or okay, he's bad. Like, we were offended by this, but this is not our, like, it's not us, you know? So we can be like, wow, that was really hurtful and that was really bad, but we can't push apology onto people that were literally affected by it, like reading the lyrics that were fans of his. Like, we can't push them to feel like his apology was genuine, even though we might think it was very genuine. But now he has to build back the trust he has with those people and that side of his fan base. And how he does that from now on is what's going to really show if he was genuinely remorseful or if it was just another ploy or just another apology for people to be like, oh, okay, yeah, I get it. Like, it's fine.
Exactly.
So how he grows now and what he does now is super important.
Yeah, I feel like you can always tell. And so like Kat was saying, like we always say, like, he apologized, and whether you accept that apology or not, like if this affected you, then like that's your right. Like, if you know someone that just feels like, okay, I feel like he really is different, I feel like that was a real apology, like that's their prerogative, and like if you don't accept it, you don't have the right to push them not to. But if you're someone who does accept it, you don't have the right to be like, well, why don't you accept his apology? Like, everyone has their like own individual feelings and process with this. And I just feel like we were saying, it's gonna just take like what he does from here on out, because there might be fans who are still iffy and like, yeah, okay, that was a good first step. He apologized. He took responsibility. It wasn't like, oh, I just didn't know. Like, you know what I mean? Like, he took responsibility. Like, I was stupid. I've grown from that. Like, that was very hurtful. I've learned. I didn't know the world. I'm nowhere near that person. Now you have to prove that. Because, like, there's sometimes with people who do something, they apologize for it, and you're like, okay. And then, like, 2 months later, they turn around and do the same thing. It's like, oh, well, I didn't know. So, like, I think stays or just fans in general are like watching him from here on out, which I mean sucks for him, because like any small thing someone can like make a big deal over it, but the people who are actually hurting over this and that actually affected them, they know like what's real and what's not, and so they'll be watching to see what he does from here on out, and if he has grown or if this is just a whole like, shit, I have a concert coming up, let me just slap on this apology real quick so that way, you know, we can get this rolling. So like, it's just I understand the fans who are just like over it and tired, because it is tiring, but like it sucks, but we'll see what happens from here on out. Like we said, diversity is key. Just like, we're going to talk about Ace real quick. Just like Ace said something that some people didn't really think were that offensive towards women, but other people thought was totally offensive towards women, and their CEO was just like, hey, guess what we're doing? We're learning.
You're taking feminist class.
We're taking classes. BTS, people thought it was offensive. Some people didn't. But because they had that percentage of fans that thought it was offensive, they were like, hey, from now on, we're going to write lyrics and we're going to send them to professors, like women gender studies professors, to make sure that we're not overstepping our boundaries. So it's like, there are ways
even
to
though
show.
War of Hormone was that
She's
bitch.
still that bitch.
There are ways to show. That's what I'm saying. Like, some people didn't find offense to it, but there was a population of people who did, and like they weren't like, only like, 15 people think this is bad, it's cool. Like, no, they were like, oh shoot, a couple of our fans don't like this, let us fix this. Same with Ace. So I just feel like it's gonna take companies to do that. Like, this whole like apology thing, like at least we're getting apologies now, like that's a step forward, because at first it was like whatever, it'll die down. But now it needs to be like, we need to, if you're going to be, appealing to these global markets, you're going to be using these type of like genres of music, or just in this way, or doing this and that, you got to know what's up. You can't because at one point it's going to like, the apologies are going to play out too. And you can have the most sincere apology, but because you were the 8,000th apology, people are going to be like, you know what? Nah. No.
Yeah, it's like you're desensitized to the apologies at one point.
Literally. which is so sad. Genuinely, what it's going to take, and we've joked about it before, it is literally these companies hiring diverse people into their,
heck yeah.
that's just what it's going to take.
Yeah.
It's going to take you hiring Black people in your company. It's going to take you hiring Latinos. It's going to take you hiring Middle Eastern people. Like, it's going to take you hiring these people and saying, okay, can you check this concept? We went roughly around maybe like Indian concept. We want to make sure that nothing's offensive in it. It's going to take you doing that for people to finally be like, okay, this is like, they give a shit.
They're trying.
And that's what it's going to take.
Yep.
Yeah, that's literally what's going to take. And, you know, at this point, you want K-pop is the sensation. It's globally becoming this massive thing. And so you have to take every bit of caution when you do this, just like everyone else does, and making this, you know, what it is. And I think that's why a lot of the groups that have such success do that. So now these companies got to buckle down. They got to get it the fuck together.
And like, and we're not talking about, like she said, hiring these people, these cultures. We're not talking about you hiring someone who was like raised in Korea, but like lived in the States for 2 years, and they like were surrounding themselves with these people until like, no, you need people from these, or at least go to someone. Maybe, okay, if you don't want to like, you don't maybe like, okay, maybe we want to hire more diverse people, but now we feel like we can't like hire someone from each and every culture. At least check. So like maybe you don't have someone that like is from this culture in your on your staff. Okay, like even after you've hired all these diverse people, maybe there's a small niche and you're like, oh crap, all you gotta do is just go and like check it. Just hire someone, or just go and ask the opinion of like a expert or someone that studies that culture, who's in that culture. They'll, you know, let you know. I'm not saying that like you have to go through and pick someone from each culture on your staff, but you do need more diverse staff. But I'm just saying it's not that hard, even baby steps, to just be like, okay, can we find someone?
It's a Google search away.
Yeah, like it's not, and like it's a learning thing for like both sides. I feel like it shouldn't also be seen as like a, oh God, we gotta go to like a Latina class today and learn how not to, like it's like a sharing of cultures. That's the best part. If you hire people who are more diverse, they can learn more about your culture, you can learn more about their cultures, and then it's just fun for everyone, for all the fans, and you'll be like, oh, this is cool, you know what I mean? Because I think that's the real thing. Like, people love this music because it's supposed to be fun and different, and you learn about new cultures, and you know, you meet all kinds of people and things like that. So, like we said, diversity is important.
So important.
It is. I love learning about other cultures, other religions, other countries. It's just great. It's beautiful.
So we're not knocking the progress that has happened, because it's been a lot. Like, there's a lot of progress that has happened, a lot of good things that have changed, but like it still needs to make its way. We're still not there yet. We're better, you know, we're sitting at like a C, but you know, we got to make our way to A, B on a roll, folks.
We're gonna be watching. We're gonna be watching.
I don't want to support somebody that doesn't support me.
Right, bro? How can you do this to me?
I know. That's your whole bias, Terica.
God. When I saw all that shit happening, and then I was like, I read that and I was like, and then I'm like, wait, Terica, Han, no. And I was like, oh my God.
Girl, I was so devastated. I didn't even finish it. Like, I started reading it and I was like, I can't even, I'm just done. Like, I didn't even look at anything anymore about it. I was just like, I don't even need to read more about this. The only thing that I was like super pissed about, I was pissed about that, was just like the people who were jumping on it and it had nothing to do with them and they were accusing the wrong person. I'm just like, first of all, those are the people you know were just in it for the drama. They could care less how people felt. They saw the word G-Sung and they said, oh, NCT?
Oh, that's right.
Oh, bet. I'm like, no.
Oh,
that was another thing, too.
I was just like,
girl,
bro, that tells me that they didn't even read the lyrics, because literally from like the tweet that I saw with the translations, it literally said Han, Park Ji-sung of Stray Kids. So like, obviously you just saw like it trending and was just like, oh, let me go hop on this real quick, and got the wrong damn person.
Hating on poor Ji-sung of freaking NCT.
He just wants to live his best life and celebrate the fact that he's an adult now.
Damn.
He can make ramen on his own, all by himself. Moving on!
Yeah,
Finally.
comebacks.
All right, moving on to comeback. Let's start with Miss BIBI. She came back with Eat My Love. I absolutely love this song. I love the vibe of it. And it's so quirky and fun to watch. I loved. Yes,
We love the vibes.
It's a 5. After watching this though, I was just like, damn, like imagine if you had a house and in one of the rooms it was just a ball pin. Like
Yeah.
that would be so cool.
It would be, but it would be like it sucked to keep up with. Like, can you imagine the maintenance of that? Like, it's cool if it's just you or whatever, but you know if you have a ball pit, you know friends are gonna come over. And you gotta get all those balls clean, you gotta disinfect anything, and then anytime you have a party and someone gets in the ball pit, then someone's gonna throw up in there or pee in there, and then like maybe you do your hardest to clean it, and then you have that one person that invites that one shady friend that's not your friend, but that's your friend's friend, so it's whatever, and then all of a sudden they get sick, and now they're just like, don't go to her party because her ball pits are nasty, and I got the flu, I got gonorrhea from being in her ball pit, and it's a whole thing, and then you're just thinking to yourself, was it even worth it?
Damn,
was it even worth it? And that was
that
my
took such a turn. Like
It really did.
because like I just have a love-hate relationship with ball pits. When I went to London, we went to this bar and it had a ball pit and it was a great time, and then I got back and like I thought to myself, like as soon as we got back, that's when like Rona took a turn, and I was like, I was in a ball pit full of people brushing against them, like balls hitting me in the face, like plastic balls, not like fleshy ones. I was like, I couldn't like, girl, like I thought about all the grossness that is a ball pit, and I was just like, I was really living my best life and all that nastiness. Who am I?
Yeah. I would never find my phone. I would instantly lose it. I would never. Nope. I know. If I had that, oh God.
God.
Oh my God, we were in the ball pit at KCON too.
oh, that's right.
We were. Like, can you, girl? Now all the things that you
And we
used to
lost
do-
Carolina.
Yeah, I was drowning in that. Dang. Like
That was so funny. She was
grab
dying.
my foot.
I couldn't.
We'll insert the picture. We'll insert that picture.
In audio form, you'll see the picture right here.
You'll see the picture. Just manifest it. But yeah, the song, when I first listened to it, I think I was so distracted by how quirky the music video is with like her cute outfits and like the small room and stuff. But then I listened to it 2 more times and I love it. I think I love the song. It's fun.
Yeah.
It's a vibe. As
I
Cameron
like it
says.
too. I really like her voice, and
Yeah.
I feel like her style for music video and music is always just so cool. So I really enjoyed it.
Mm-hmm.
Moving on, then our next comeback we have Purple Kiss. Well, this is like a pre-release still, but it's called "Can We Talk Again?" And this is Oneus's little sister.
I love Purple Kiss. Oh, they're so cute.
I didn't like this as much as I liked their other song, but it was still really good. I love the beat on it, and it gets dark real quick.
I love the chains.
Yeah. I love
Giving
the
me
drama
come
of
back
it.
home vibes, which
Yeah.
I ride for. So
We ride
I
at
love
dawn for come back home.
They were like, it was great. Like, I love the darkness of it, I guess, but it was still very soft but dark. Does that make sense? I don't know. They looked, yeah, it's great. I love the drama of it. I don't know, I just really vibe with this. Like, I know how many times can you say vibe in one
If you do a drinking game with this episode, every time we say vibe,
Every time we say vibes.
don't blame us when you get alcohol poisoning.
Don't sue us. We don't got money.
I'm excited for them. Like, I'm excited to see what they're gonna do. Like, I even watched one of their little Disney princess melody. Like, the lip singing was horrible, but the concept was super cute. And I was just like, you know what? I'm about it. Let's see what they got to offer. I like their style. You know, like licking knives and running around like forest fairies, and
They were very pretty, yeah.
They're so
I was
pretty.
like, ooh.
There was the one girl with the yellow
That's so
eyeshadow
talented.
or like eyeliner thing. I looked her up. Her name is Dosi. I don't know if I'm saying that right or if it's Dosi.
Dosindo. The yeehaw jumped out. I'm sorry.
Her Texan jumped out.
Spin your partner, dosindo. We had to learn how to line and square dance in elementary school.
Oh, I was like, what? But I really liked her. Like, that eyeliner look, the yellow, like she was so pretty. She's so pretty. I like want to see what they're actually, when they debut, like what their concept is gonna be.
I'm so excited because I love their dance covers. Oh, it's so good. They're so good.
Anyways, yeah, we're really excited with Purple Kiss to see what else they're gonna put out, because everything so far has been good. So another girl group
Chef's
came
kiss.
back. Well, this is like a remake of a single, but Aespa, they released Forever. I'm still confused as to why they
It
did
didn't need
this.
to be remade. It didn't need to happen.
Yeah.
Like,
It was boring. I fell asleep. I can't even lie. I was watching a music video. I was sitting here. I was vibing. Ning Ning vocals were great. And then I was
oh
just
yeah.
it was very boring.
For
It was-
context, me and Kara hung over. She didn't just fall asleep because out of like nowhere. Just so you know.
No, I fell asleep because the song put me to sleep. It put
Yeah.
me to sleep. The song put me to sleep.
Right.
I'm not gonna beat around the bush. I'm not gonna lie about this. The song is boring.
It
The
is.
song,
Yeah.
there was no reason for this to happen.
No.
There was none.
But like she said, Ning Ning was great.
Yeah. And I don't
Ning
care
Ning was
if
great.
any
Vocal
of
band.
y'all that come at us saying like, oh no, it's a tradition for SM artists to do a remake. So what? They could have been a remix of like a remake of Growl or something.
They could have done a Boa song.
Like please.
That'd have been fun.
Yeah. This was just
But no.
showcase vocals. Heck yeah, but you could have used a different song to showcase vocals. Like
And I think the weirdest part of it all is like this is like very like it's soft and like, you know, a ballad, and they were like in the snow globes and it was like, yay, we're pretty and we can sing. And then at the end they had those creepy AI things and the creepy
Yeah.
AI people weren't even the same aesthetic. Like I'm saying like,
Yep.
okay, stick to the AI brand, but why didn't they have on cute winter wear or cute skirts? Why they got on their robotic gear like from the last like thing? I was just like
it just looked like they're prisoners of the AI people.
it did. Like they were in the snow globe and the AI girl's just like, heh, 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 dance, sing, my pretty pet, sing. Like, I don't know. I just think like they came off of such momentum from, I guess, like Black Mamba. People apparently really dig that song, and then they just like,
Right? Like what happened?
The shit was boring. These girls are young. Why are you trying to age them? Stop doing that.
Like,
Stop.
I don't get it.
They could have done some bright, cheerful shit. They could have done a remake of a fun song. But no, you had them out here forever in a fucking snow globe with the creepy alternate universe them. Like,
that's because they were stuck in that snow globe forever. They were locked away in the dungeon forever.
And like they're capable of so much, okay? Because they're all super talented. Like give
Yeah.
them some good shit. And you know what? Your first mistake was SM was anti-ABGing Giselle. If she was
You're
still
right.
an ABG, we wouldn't be here.
You right.
And y'all out here ruining my life. I was so hype about this girl group. I thought y'all were gonna give me some sexy. No, y'all gave me Blackpink and Everglow with robots, and then you made them do a ballad.
They need the energy of that one girl group. Who they call Secret Number?
Oh
Yes.
yes.
They need that energy, that like energy. You know what I
yeah.
mean? Like,
I
because they
feel it.
hyped them. Their teaser pictures, like so Aespa's teaser pictures. I was like, oh, we about to. Oh yes, yes, yes. And then
Yeah.
Black Mama came out, and I was like, okay, all right, we got to ease into it, right? We can't just come out with the like right away.
Darkness, yeah, the rare.
Then we get this. I felt like I was like, I don't know, at prom or something. And this was like the song they played for like the prom king and queen. And we're like, oh, okay, whatever. I don't know. I think they just, like Kat said, they're so talented and they have a lot of potential and they deserve more than what that was.
Mm-hmm.
But nothing on them because they executed what they were given. They
Yes.
sounded great. But
Exactly.
Ning Ning is incredible. That girl, yes, I'd give her everything.
Man, I can't wait until the day that Giselle comes back like ABG. Like
I know, because I love her. Let her be her.
Yeah.
I can't
Right?
wait.
They took away her tan, they fixed her nose, and they took away her spirit and her soul, and they made her this.
They made her that AI. They said you have to embody this AI character. But it's okay, because maybe they'll give it back to her because, you see what happened today with Shotaro? He's like, oh,
You're right.
my relay cam? We're going to do things how I want to.
Ooh.
So we'll see Giselle come back.
Moving on to our mini album review, because yes, we have one of those this episode, everybody. CIX returned with the Hello Strange Dream. It's like part 4, or I'm sorry,
Ew.
it was like part
No,
0.
it's chapter 0.
There we go. Thank you.
What the? An epilogue?
Yes. This is the prequel.
It sounds like a prequel. It does sound
Well, I
like
guess the
exactly
epilogue's
what
at the
it is.
end, ain't it? I don't even know. What is a chapter 0? They got me confusing all my literary terms because I'm just stuck on chapter 0.
She's a movie star.
I guess it's supposed to be the preface, the preface, the beginning. Okay,
Yes, this
got
is a prequel to the series.
Okay.
So this is before the series started. The timeline is, at least.
Okay.
Ooh,
And
we
then
have a
somehow,
timeline.
after taking their friend out on a date, they ended up in hell later on.
Maybe they died at that moment.
Somewhere down the line, yes. But yes, after 4 months, the Jungle comeback was 4 months ago. They have come back with their new title track, Cinema. But first, we're going to talk about Stairway to Heaven, which is the first song on the album. A ballad. We love a ballad.
I
We love
did
a
not
power
like this
ballad.
Sorry. I don't know if it's 'cause maybe I need to give it another proper listen. I was in the car. I was happy, hyped to go get my food. And I'm like, let me listen to this album real quick. I turned it on. I hear, I even like fast forwarded to see if it got like a little like, oh, it didn't. It just stayed.
Yeah, because it's a stairway to heaven.
But we never ascended. We just stayed on the ground.
She's got a point, Your Honor.
She has a point.
I'm not saying it
I
didn't
love
sound
this.
great. It just was not the song for me.
They were on their Disney Prince shit.
Yes, it was a power ballad, and actually when they did like a V Live about it, they were talking about this song. And it's like it's the intro to like dreaming. So like when you dream, you know, you either go to a dark place in nightmares or you go to a like light place in dreams. So like Strange Dream, the beginning of Stairway to Heaven with the ooze, is like the beginning of like a strange universe. So like you're in a weird dream technically.
Then this might make sense because in the lyric they said that we will be in heaven just because we're together, and I was like, oh my god, we died.
Not yet. We have to go to the cinema first. Jeez.
Oh, we're not done yet. Okay, you're right.
You're
Yeah,
right.
this was like it was all right. I mean, in this though, I was just like, damn, Jin Young has come far. Like
Yeah, like they sounded great.
but there was just
When I saw the title of the song, it reminded me of that episode from Tom and Jerry where he died and he's like going to heaven in the stair and the escalator.
But like
Yes.
Karika said, I didn't feel that ascended. I feel like in the middle of the staircase, I fell off.
You're just levitating at one place. That's what you
No, I feel
Exactly.
like it, like the escalator was out of service, so I didn't feel like going up.
So you had to take the
Manually.
stairs and you just said, nah.
Yeah.
I just I'm too lazy. I don't want to go up the stairs. But it was that. It was a slow start to the. I didn't like it, but I also don't dislike it. You know what I mean?
Right, yeah.
Like, Now, Cinema, though. The second song, yes, Cinema.
The
Now,
title
this song is the title track.
masterpiece.
And I love this concept.
I love the beginning of
This is
it,
a
like
great
the little,
song.
like the talking. I love that. I was like, ooh, yes, I love this.
And it's super catchy.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
And it has like an 80s vibe to it. And I love it.
Heavy synth.
Me and Kat did
Yeah.
a reaction to this music video, and I am not gonna lie to you. The only thing I remember, me and Kat were highly intoxicated. The only thing I remember from this video was me and her trying to read what we thought was French on the
my
board.
God.
We found out it's
Off the
Italian.
marquee.
Wow.
Well, because they had like names on the marquee, so obviously, you know, like in
Yeah.
Jungle
Uh-huh.
and all their concept, like in Jungle, they had like the whole concept was like Italian, Greek, like whatever. So they had like the marquee with the Italian on it, and I was like, I want to know what it says because I know it connects to the universe somehow. And then Cynthia was like, it's French, and I was like,
And then I looked it up, and then I was like, oh, it's Italian. And then I was like, oh, okay, well, close enough to Spanish. Let me see.
One of the only things I remember from like my year and a half of Italian is andare al cinema. To go to the movies.
Look at that. And now we're talking about cinema. Wow, full circle.
Full
know.
circle.
Wow.
God. I was
It's
preparing.
like CIX planted that in your class for you to now
Yep.
be part of this concept with them. Wow, kings.
King.
That's amazing. That is so like
We love
wow,
time travelers.
I'm saying. But this I really love. I love the sound of it. The music video is super bright and cute. And, like, it's different because most of their stuff has been, like, sexy, sultry. Look at this dark thing. We're going to die. And then this is just like, oh, we are so happy. We're going to the movies. I was like, oh, my God.
Well, it is a prequel.
I like the when they would be dancing and then it would like be just like their shadows and like you would see like the background. I really like that effect as well, which I also remember. But since this is like a prequel, so like is this before like explain
Before death.
explain. Kat,
Yeah, I was
explain.
gonna say, Queen, please tell us if you know anything
So
about
this is
theories.
just so with the prequel, it's just before everything. So it's before like Jungle. It's before everything happened. The prequel is like the chapter. I guess technically the way they were explaining it, it's like the chapter of creation almost. I guess it's like the creation of the universe is like what this is.
Which is
Okay.
Makes sense because, like, they are like making a movie.
Oh, I was gonna say because everything was Gucci at first. But
I mean,
that makes
that's
sense.
actually-
Like I get this theory. I get it. I want to see
Yeah.
how it progresses too. Like what's the next part into it? Because like obviously what Jungle like that was like in game, right? Like that's like the very last.
I'm assuming
chapter.
that's like the last chapter or like towards the last chapter because a lot of when Jungle came out, there was a lot of kind of like, oh, well, what's going to happen? And CIX a lot of the time were just like, oh, no, you'll have to like wait and see. And then like with Numb, it was all about youth revolution and like
Right.
we're the youth, but like we're going to take over the world and this, and that. And so I think it's slowly playing on that kind of vibe, like the destruction of the world. Like,
Yeah.
Ooh.
I dig it. I dig it.
yeah, so I think this is a prequel, and also the lyrics stand true to kind of like the vibe. We're like making a movie of us, like this is our cinema, this is our stage, da 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 da. It was really great. I also love that there wasn't technically a rap verse in this. BX, the main rapper, sang.
Yeah.
Yeah.
His verse is one of my favorites at the very beginning with him and his cute little Burberry hat on, and I was just
I
like,
know, precious
you
little
go off,
bean."
King. He was so cute.
And I love the
And,
ending of the music video when they're just all throwing like the popcorn and things and it's all in
Yeah.
slow-mo. Oh, I love when they do that.
So I'm just gonna put it out there. My thinking, if I was C9, if I was doing this concept, is that this was all just like a dream and this never happened. So like the beginning of the next music video is gonna be like a rewind of cinema, and then it just gets all dark again. I think that would be chef's kiss.
Yeah, and they like wake
Anyway.
up in a panic. Oh my God, please.
Yeah.
Me every Monday.
Wow.
Oh my God.
But this is
So good.
That's true. This is a really different approach, and I really liked it. I wasn't when I saw the teaser photos, I was concerned because I was like, this is too good to be true. This isn't after Jungle. There's no way you guys are giving us this like fun, bright
Yeah, I was confused too. That's why I came to you.
loveliness.
Yeah.
And then I was like, okay, maybe I kind of fuck with the fact that they went back in time to like a prequel kind of thing to then just take us back to darkness probably, which I also really enjoy their concepts that way. But I wasn't expecting to like this as much as I do. I actually genuinely really love this title track. I think it might be my favorite of theirs.
Ooh.
It was just really good. Like the sound was dope. The vocals were really good. I loved the like melodic rap like singing that BX did. I loved like Young Hee's vocals in this were great. Jin Young was amazing, and I was just like, you know what? I fuck with this heavy. I like this.
Yeah, it was good. I really
Yeah.
like this one too.
Oh my God, wait. So if this is the prequel, cinema, their debut was movie star. Oh my God.
Oh my God. Connection.
Dude.
Because she's a movie star.
Oh my God.
Oh. She's connected the dots.
Dun dun dun. Damn.
Carolina was that meme of all the red strings.
Like I'm just here like, yeah, you're right. Like this sounds really good. And then I was like in my head, I'm like, she's a movie.
Movie star.
Oh my God.
But we'll see. We'll see what C9's about to do because I don't trust it. I don't trust that it's gonna stay like pretty and bright. It's gonna like there's gonna be like murder and like carnage in the next
you know
comeback.
what's
I feel
funny
like
is that every time we talk about like our group that we like and they have like a cute concept or like a bright concept, we're just like, yeah, and at the end I bet you they're gonna die. Like we for everything we're just like, yeah, like it's gonna be about horror and darkness. Like damn,
Well,
we can't let
you
them
never
be
know.
happy. We're just like, no.
Also, the scene where the microphone was hanging in the air and my baby boo Sunghoon was like singing his heart out. I love that scene. I was just like, yes, I love everything about this. Thank you.
They're so cute.
I love them so much. Okay. The next song on the album is Round 2, one of my favorite tracks.
Yeah, this is my favorite track of the album.
I listened to this song for the first time and I was like, I know they're not talking about what I think they're talking about.
but
And
they
they're
are.
not. They're not talking about that.
I was also questioning that as well, though. I was
Same.
like, wait a minute.
But the sound of the song with the I'm ready for round 2, you know, it had you questioning things. Like, we were right to question what the song was about.
Wavy has made us like that, though.
I feel like they still are. I feel like if you look at those lyrics, you can connect that to what we were originally thinking.
She says some kind of way it can connect.
Oh,
Now
yes,
Terika is the meme
yes.
with the red string.
Basically, the song was so good. Jin Young,
Wait, I just remembered something. It's like when Mark was trying to explain that song and everybody's like, he could have just said it was about sex. Like, that's...
Oh, that the
Cat is
writer,
Mark
like
right
the
now.
producers, they were like, he could have just said that, but they're like, y'all know that boy couldn't have just said that. Y'all trying to set him up. Like,
so this song isn't about what we thought it was, even though Terika
all right,
Still
I'd
thinks.
stick to it.
she's convinced. But what I took it as is like liking to fight in a relationship, like him wanting to come back to fight with her more. And I was like, okay, I mean, I fuck with it. Go off, Kate. I was like, I love that for you.
I also took it as like, because they're saying like they're ready for round 2 with you, like in this world you must be the one for me. So I also took it as like maybe they like took a break or like they broke up and like in 30 minutes they were just like, nah, I'm ready for round 2, like I like you too much type of thing.
Oh, okay.
You're right. Terika's like, yeah, okay.
No, but I'm just kidding. I mean, you can connect it to that, but yeah, no, I agree with Kat with the whole like to argue, and that's like a healthy party relationship, bro. If y'all aren't arguing, then like something, there's no way somebody lying about something.
My favorite part in the song though, like there's like they do like a beatbox and then after it's like an acapella. Like, bitch, I was taken aback. Like, that's the moment that the song became my favorite is when they were just like doing the beatbox.
Shout out to BX,
like
writer, producer extraordinaire. We love
he
a
wrote
writer,
this?
producer. Yeah.
Okay.
We love that.
Yeah, we do.
See, every time I say something and I'm just like, yeah, like this part and this and that and I love it. And Kat's just like, BX did that. And I'm just like, what you telling me?
That's your bias.
I'm just saying.
That's
I'm
what she
just
keeps
saying,
saying.
BX.
That man.
She's always like, I don't know who BX is. I was like, you a lying ass bitch. I know because I bring him up every time you say something. I know you know who he is.
I was trying to be, you know, sneaky. Like, no, I don't know that man. Who that?
I'm sorry to this man.
Oh, knowing damn well. But yeah, but I love this. Because I feel like, I don't know, with CIX, I like when they do like the sexier and like sultrier sound, you know?
Like CIX, for me, they have like 3 distinct sounds. It's either like really dark and like hardcore, like Numb and like Jungle. It's like really dark. Jungle. Has like a sex. Jungle is so good. Sorry.
Yeah,
it has.
Jungle's so good. Such a
Jungle is that bitch. Oh
Yeah.
my god, I love.
It has like a dark, sexy vibe. Like Movie Star was like that. What You Wanted was like that. Even Bystander. Oh God, I love Bystander. It's such a good song. Like they have that. They have like the reggae, like pop vibes a lot in their music, and then they have like their ballads, and it's like those 3 things, and they do them all just so well. And I'm just like, how do you do everything? This is just so good. All of it's just good.
They're just talented, man.
This is another example of like their sexiness, and I was just like, can y'all like calm down? Like, I can't do this. Like, y'all gotta choose one. You gotta choose. You can't give me everything. You can't give me versatility. I can't take that.
That's not what she wants.
No, but I love this song. Fucking Jin Young's vocals in this, I was just like, who are you? You were not the same kid that auditioned for Produce.
That's who he is.
You were not the same kid that fucking auditioned for Produce 101 don't even, like, 11 changed him, y'all. He did 11 and he became a whole different man.
He did.
Like,
I
that was the
witnessed that.
moment.
We ascended together. That's what
We
they should have
did.
played for the first song, which is that, a clip of that, because that's where we are now.
11 completely changed Jin Young. After 11, I was just like, this is not the same man I knew. This is not the same man I knew. No, Grown and Sexy, they do it well. Love that. The next song on the album is called Young.
I'm gonna be straight up with y'all. I didn't like this song.
I'm iffy about it. I like the
Really?
pre-chorus and like it. I feel like it's growing on me. It's not my favorite, and I'm just like, because at first I listened, I was like, but like it's okay. Like I'm not mad at it.
No, see, when I first heard the album, I was like, I don't know how I feel about this. I was just like, do I like this? Do I not like this? But then I kept hearing it, and I was just like, I want to skip this song. So I was just like, I just don't like it.
Yeah.
Like, every time, I like the whole, like, we are young and we're breaking the rules, but, like, I just couldn't vibe with the song at all. Like, there's something in me every time the song started, I'm just like, I don't want to listen to this, and I just skip it.
I love, like, the heavy guitar riffs in this song. Like, I love, like, the kind of vibe. I love the chorus to this, and
I like
the
the chorus a
choreo to this is incredible. You know, everyone should watch the live stages to this because they look so good. This is the B-side for the album, so I also think it has something to do with the upcoming comeback because it's the lyrics and the vibe of the song. Lyrics are very similar to Numb, like with the whole like we are young, like this is ours, like this is our generation, this is us. So I think it also has a connection to their universe. So I'm excited to see what's happening. But no, this live stage, I think you might change your mind, girl, because Jinyoung looks so good at this.
I thought about like I was like maybe I need to watch the live stage. So maybe I'll do that when we're done. But like
yeah, the choreo is so good to this, and they just look so good. They're like in like tight jeans and like t-shirts, and I was just like, this is it for me. I'm gonna just.
I don't know. Maybe I like the
Ascend.
visuals, but the song itself, like I said, I'm just like, I don't.
yeah, I'm still in the middle. I don't know where I stand. Like I'm like Like I feel like if someone put it on, I'd be like okay, but I don't know if I'd actively like look for it. We'll see what happens.
No,
Stay
I'm that
tuned.
person that the song will come in, and before it even starts, I skip it.
Why even save it to your library then? Why we?
Like, let's say, for example, you're listening to the album, like how I was doing, and I would be like, damn, track 4, skip.
Track
But you can,
4,
like,
not
just
even
delete
the
the
name,
song.
just track 4.
Track 4.
Yikes.
But let's move on to everything, because this I really liked.
I like this
A
song.
fan song. We love a fan song.
Of course, it's a fan song. Damn,
It's a fan song. Yep.
I
Like it
love
is.
The
this.
fix song.
It was so cute and so pretty.
It's so good.
So
It
pretty.
was pretty.
Falsetto for days.
Yes.
Vocals for days. BX for days.
You're right.
This was just great.
That rapping back and forth between BX and Hyunsuk, bitch. Here for it.
Beautiful. Wow, she knows names.
I was just gonna say.
She wrote them down when I was reading the fucking lyrics.
These guys.
She wrote their names down, but all we got for Young was track 4. She didn't write the name of that song. Just track 4.
She came prepared, but not fully prepared.
Exactly.
I love this song so much. This might be one of my favorite songs of theirs ever. We just love a fan song.
I mean, yeah, I like fan songs. I didn't know that this was a fan song, but I love it, though.
Yeah, it's a fan song.
They said, I'm nothing without you.
Yep, Jin Young made it perfectly clear. They were like, a fan was like, who is everything about? And Jin Young was about, like, it's you. It's about you. It's about Fix. Everybody's like, oh my God, it's a fan song. And he was like, duh, who the fuck you think I'm talking about? You think I'm out here?
You talk about me, we just had to keep it undercover.
Stop. When I read the lyrics and it was just like, I'm nothing without you. You're my everything. I was just like, nothing without you.
Oh God, this bitch.
Good Lord.
You know, all of 101 be putting little goose eggs,
I
like
know.
little Easter
They
eggs
really
for us
do,
to
and I hate it.
find
Choose to
Erica's
in all their
like,
songs.
I don't want this in my life.
I choose to ignore it. Just when I thought I have moved on, they do something. I'm just like, why do you continue to make me hurt? Why?
They reel you back in, girl. They reel you back in.
Yeah, there was like an episode of CIX's behind the scenes, and they were at M Countdown, and it's just Jin Young and Daehwi. Like, I think it's like Younghee and Hyunsuk are like talking about something, and then there's just Jin Young and Daehwi in the back, like hugging and like rolling around together, and I was like, oh my god, my heart and soul. Like,
So
I
emo.
can't do this.
This always happens. This always happens. Every time.
Also, the vocals in this were beautiful. This whole concept, Younghee, Sir, just mwah, yep.
Oh my god, is that the little cutie one? Who had the perm? The blonde perm?
That's Younghee.
He's so cute.
He's so cute.
He's so,
Bruh,
so
he's
cute.
beautiful.
Overall, I feel like this AP was just alright in my eyes. Like, I feel like only 2 of the songs really stood out, but that's okay. The other stuff is still really good, and I feel like it's not downplaying like their talent, because they like Terika said earlier, like they executed this like amazingly, but it's just not. It wasn't my taste.
Same.
And then there's me, CIX flawless discography yet again.
Yeah.
Yes,
Exactly.
Kat
incredible,
is so about it, and we love that for her.
beautiful.
I know we love this for Kat. Even though she bullied me
I was like-
into listening.
I was like
this.
sobbing. I was sobbing on the bus listening to this album. I was
Aw,
like, I love
that's so
CIX. I was
cute.
like, wow, I can't believe we got a whole nother flawless EP. Because, like, honestly, like, all their EPs are just so good. Like, no one come for my life, because the shit's just... I don't think I ever skip a CIX song. Ever. Ever.
Oh, we skipping.
And then
track
there's
4.
Carolina, track 4.
We skipping
I
track
never skip
4.
a CIX song. You know, I stand Kings because, listen, I knew CIX was for me when they came out with Bystander and they sampled that Eve song. I knew
She's like, I knew.
that this was the group for me. I said, y'all in my top. Y'all. Yeah, I knew. I just knew.
Songs of the week.
Yes. Let's
yes.
move on to
Let's
our
end
songs
with
of the
our
week.
songs of the week.
I know what Kat said.
It's the entire CIX discography. I have a playlist that's strictly CIX. Cinema is one of them that I've been listening to a lot. What You Wanted, also been listening to it a lot. And Bystander. Yes, thank you.
My songs of the week is Heartbroken Playboy by Bobby. Also, Rain by Bobby.
God.
I'm sorry. I just love this album so much. Anyway, my one song of the week is Incomplete from their latest album, Devil. Be sure to stream it. Thank you.
Okay, so you know that tweet that's just like, I listen to the same 25 songs over and over and they all slap. That is true. So I'm trying not to do that all the time. So I went to Apple Music and I clicked on the K-pop playlist thing, and they have different ones for different years. And so this is what I was listening to. Deja Ta by Sugar. Yeah. Because that song slaps anyway. Yeah. I love that song. The music video is really good. Also, I started listening to it because he released like the behind the scenes of him learning how to like sword fight. So I was just like, let me go revisit that song because it's great. Also, I've been listening to Retro Future by Triple H because we missed them.
Oh,
we were robbed.
Iconic.
We were robbed. And my NCT song of the week is regular English version because when I heard Haechan say, "Hopping out casket fresh," I knew that song was for me. Because that's definitely an old black people saying. Thank you.
For my songs of the week, I've been listening to Why Not by Luna a lot. Soul Child just came out with a new song called Pieces, so I've been listening to that song too. Also, One Week, Crazy Good, because it's crazy good. I freaking love that song so much.
It's a great song.
Well, before we forget, we shortly mentioned it on Twitter, I think, the other day, but we will be doing a takeover on Good Pods on February 10th, which is basically tomorrow. So basically, if you don't know what Good Pods is, it's an application for podcasts, and you guys should all go, download it and follow Not Your Average Fangirls. You can listen from there, you can comment, you can share what you're listening to. So we will be on there, just, commenting and resharing our favorite episodes that we've done, because it's a lot. Check out the ghosting Chen, y'all, because we all agree that shit is funny.
That is so funny. That and the zombie one. I love that one.
Yep. So yeah, it's just, again, we mentioned that it's a lot happening in the short month of February, but here we are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, that was our podcast for the week. So whether you are, in your OneWe feels, in your Lucy feels,
Oh my God,
in your
Lucy.
CIX feels, in your 101 feels, make sure you always
Fangirl on.